I'm at a Buckys petrol station and car wash. It's actually the longest car wash in the world. And it's the biggest petrol station I've seen in my life as well. It's enormous. Somebody told me in New Orleans, if you're going past the Buckys, you've got to go and have a look. It's just something else, and it really is. It is enormous. Take a look at all the petrol pumps. There's like a supermarket attached, and yeah, there's the world's longest car wash behind me there. Going through the world's longest car wash, just outside of Houston, Texas. Buckys. It's intense. So in Bucky's for breakfast, I got this thing called a kalasha, which are quite popular down here. So I got sausage and pepper jack, just type of cheese. Yeah, it's not bad. That store was amazing. It's bigger than most supermarkets in Australia. Yeah, it's just a filling station store. Insane. You know, they say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, they're pretty much right. I also, because they do cater for the healthy types too, got a cup full of vegetables. I mean, it's got ranch dressing, but I won't be using that. I'll just have the vegetables. So there you go. Now on my way west to Lulling, which is a barbecue place. So off we go. I'm in Lulling, Texas. I'm just about to go to this barbecue place. There's two towns, Lulling and Lockhart, which is just down the road. They have a bit of a rivalry over who's got the best barbecue in the world. So yeah, I'm going to try Lulling today and Lockwood tomorrow. Should be good. Alright, so I've got my barbecue here. Some brisket. Also tender. I've got some turkey breast. It was recommended to me here. But, I've also got some pickles, some mac and cheese, and some coleslaw. This one's pretty. Sweet and vinegary. Very nice. Texas barbecue. There's the brisket bread. This town reminds me so much of Orroroo, where I grew up in South Australia. You know, the look of the shops, the wide streets, kinds of trees, and they got a lot fewer eucalyptus trees here, but it just has a very similar feel. I'm gathering that watermelons are pretty important to this town. I'm not sure what a watermelon thump association is, but I like the name. I'm in downtown San Antonio, and I'm just about to go for a tour of the Alamo, which is well known American history. You can already tell that this city is a lot older than Houston. Houston is a very modern city, reasonably recent, whereas San Antonio has been around for a long time. So it'd be interesting to go and explore. So I've just been inside the Alamo Church, which is right behind me there. You can't film inside, nor wear hats. So yeah, I didn't film in there or wear my hat. It's very interesting, Texas history, because it's been occupied by so many different countries. Obviously, the native people were here first. In 1718, the Spanish started the Alamo mission here. And then when Mexico gained independence, this became Mexico. The Battle of the Alamo was actually when the Texians were trying to gain independence from Mexico, and they had taken this part of the area. So the actual Battle of the Alamo happened in 1836, when the Alamo mission was surrounded by the Mexican forces under Santa Anna, the Mexican general, and they laid siege to it. However, they managed to get communications in and out to other Texians elsewhere, and that's how the news about it was able to spread. Eventually ended up getting overrun, and the Texians that were inside the compound mostly slaughtered. Although actually more Mexicans died than Texians. But what it did do, it formed a rallying cry for the Texian plight. So in 1836, after the Battle of the Alamo happened, news spread very quickly across the area, and many people joined the Texian army from the United States and other people in the area. And then eventually they won the war overall, and it became the Republic of Texas, its own country. For 10 years, it was the Republic of Texas, and then in 1846, it joined the United States. So, Native American, Spanish, Mexican, its own country, and now the United States. So one of the things that San Antonio is known for is its river walk. It's this really nice little canal that's been decked out, and there's restaurants all along it, and you can take little boat rides along it and everything. It's very pretty. People are using an old canal, unlike some of the other ones I've been to, because it's a Sunday. There's people everywhere. It's a lovely day too, so people are out and about. I've got another soda to try. This time it's Kickapoo Joy Juice, which I remember my teacher in year 4 telling us about Kickapoo Joy Juice from when he visited somewhere in Southeast Asia. So I don't know whether it's an American thing that it got over there or whether it's from there and it's come here. The only place I saw it was at that soda place in Oklahoma. So Kickapoo Joy Juice. It's kind of like a lemonade, like a Sprite, Australian lemonade. Kind of like a Mountain Dew, that sort of thing. Kickapoo Joy Juice.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats as we honor the United States of America. Spurs family, time to get on your feet and be the sunshine of your San Antonio Spurs! There's T-shirt Spurs fans! Who wants it? Offensive foul on number 15, Frank Jackson, his first. Spurs ball! Anyone to the fourth, shooting 2.
Well, the Pelicans won, which is great because that was the team I was going for. I've now been to 2 Pelicans matches and they've won both of them. Didn't think they were going to though. The first half they were behind the whole time. Then in the third quarter they overtook them and then they stayed ahead for the rest of the game. I did kind of feel like barracking for the Spurs though because it was their home game and there was so much hype about them. And also one of the Spurs players, his name's Patty Mills. He's an Australian. He's an Indigenous Australian as well. So it was great to see him play. He's a really good player. He did really well. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Most of the people near me walked out before the end though because they could see the Spurs weren't going to win, which is a pity. I don't know why they just didn't stay to the end. But anyway, it was good fun. Go Pellies. Place called Blueco's restaurant on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. Just ordered myself a quickly margarita and some Texas steak. I had the other one. This is one enormous uncooked meat. Going on with my pie theme, I ordered a Cobbler, which is basically a free-form pie. Sometimes it has a crust, sometimes it doesn't. It's not usually round, it's usually square or a tray or something like that. It's designed to feed a lot of people. So I ordered a berry cobbler. It's got some ice cream on it. So there it is. It's a type of pie. I'm going for it. What I do with the cobbler? Crunchy, soft, soggy, fruity bits all kind of mixed in together. They'll often just like scoop it out and plonk it into a bowl. This one's got a berry coulis on it as well. It's good.